Okay, so in this lesson, we will be talking about the basics of the financial calculator and how it pertains to note buying or selling. So the simplest form of the financial calculator that I have found is the 10bii app on iOS or Android. And what's so nice about this is that it doesn't require you to go out and buy a whole separate calculator. You can just use the phone that's in your pocket. And it can do all the same things that that calculator could do and a lot of other cool stuff. So once you have it installed, this is the main screen that you're going to see. And don't worry if you don't know what all the different letters or buttons mean. We're going to only be focusing on the top 5 buttons on the top row, and I'll be explaining what they are and how they're used in calculating cash flow. So the first button on the left is labeled N, and that stands for number of payments over time, and that's usually shown in months. So for 30 years, that number would be 360 for 360 months. 15 years, it would be 180. The next button is labeled I/YR, and that stands for the interest rate. Button next to that is PV, and that stands for present value, and that usually means the beginning amount of a loan, or how much the beginning amount of the loan is. After that, it's PMT, and that stands for the payment, and then FV is the future value. Uh, so basically, what that loan amount would be after a certain number of payments, what the UPB would be. And so let's head on over to the calculator and take a look at an example. Okay, so the example we're going to use today is a very simple and straightforward one. We're going to look at trying to solve what the payment or monthly payment is going to be on a particular loan. This loan is going to be for $100,000 at 10% interest, and it's going to be for 30 years or 360 months. So we're going to start by just going left to right down that top row. We're going to start with number of payments, or N, and remember that's always expressed in months. So for 30 years, that's 360. So type in 360 months and hit that N button, and that gets locked in there. Next is the interest rate, which is 10%. So just type in 10. Next is PV, or present value, and that's the present value of the loan at that time, which at the beginning of the loan is $100,000. So we type in 100,000 here, and then we are solving for the payment. And all you need to do is hit PMT, which turns it into 877.57 as a monthly payment. So that's all there is to it. It's a very simple math problem where you're just solving for that missing value. In the next few videos, we'll get into more examples of how to find your yield on a particular note that you're looking to purchase.